Hello everyone and welcome back. Anyways, um, today we're gonna be reacting to HOI4's two new videos that came out with the concerning DLC, Raids and Belgium. Yes. Um, let's get started.
Welcome.
Oh, so this video was supposed to come out like Friday, but well, it's just Sunday now, so got like 2 or 3 days late. So I like to apologize for the inconvenience and late upload. Sorry for the delay.
About our upcoming expansion, Good the Demo.
Yes.
I'm Peter Nicholson.
Can't wait until
director
November
of Hearts of
14.
Iron, and today we'll take a closer look at the Raids feature.
Yes, Raids feature.
Historically, targeted military raids played a key role in strategic warfare,
November 14.
designed to weaken the enemy by attacking specific, often vulnerable targets. These operations varied in scale and purpose, but all shared the element of speed and surprise, intending to inflict maximum damage and disruption.
Yes.
Raids allow you to perform planned strikes targeting important enemy infrastructure. And unlike strategic bombing, will target individual key structures and resources.
Oh, so this is going to be like specific.
Pinpoint damage to your enemies. Perhaps one of the most important functions of the raids is that you can use them to target enemy experimental facilities in order to disrupt their
kind of like Civilization 6, you get to like have like the plane just
can not only damage
show its target or something like that. I don't exactly remember since it's been like it's been quite some time since I played Civilization 6 or any Civ game in general. It's been like a year.
And set the progress back by weeks or even months.
Yeah. Oh, so destroying the facility. Yeah, you gotta just tend to lose some progress. You just lose some information. Information that was just there. Yeah. Types of raids. Multiple.
Examples of other raids include targeting dams, a new.
You know, I'm glad they're getting like a kind of like German reskin, but what's up with these like brown kind of like colored helmets? Are they gonna fix this? Hopefully they do. Or else it's gonna be kind of nasty, or something that. Hey, at least they're getting like the iconic jack boots, flak boots. Anyways.
New building introduced in this expansion.
Canals. Okay, now I can actually see the canals.
Project will allow you to perform strikes against them.
Bouncing bombs.
Local enemy infrastructure.
Bouncing boom booms.
Dams themselves apply state-level bonuses and are thus used to boost industry, but of course can be a liability if your enemy comes up with a way of destroying them.
Oh.
Dams can't be constructed over the course of the game.
Oh.
With most existing on the map already in 1936.
You know, it's kind of like cities. You can't like just like I have like a mod that I usually have enabled. It was like City Maker. So like hopefully another one gets made for like maybe not, but yeah, like you get another mod for dams. Also pretty sure the Hoover Dam was completed later in 1936.
But with certain countries gaining access to more through their focus trees.
Never mind.
Additionally, if you've developed the bouncing bomb, you can do lock strikes. There are two major locks represented in the game: Panama and Kiel. Blowing up one of these will stop all naval traffic through the canal.
What about the Suez? And the Bosphorus.
If your enemy develops the V3 Mega Gun project, you can use your
Earthshaker
bombs to target and destroy them. You can also try to strike at your enemy's resources. For example, you can target the Ploies, the oil fields.
Now you'll actually suffer
Operation Tidal Wave.
for even if the enemy has not captured the oil, like the place where you have like the resources. Oh, so I'm assuming some states are gonna change, like here with Bulgaria. Excuse me. I was gonna add something else. Never mind. I'll say it when this video is finished.
A somewhat different type of raid are nuclear strikes.
Nuclear strikes.
Nuclear raids work very similarly to other raids.
You can get nuclear weapons.
With one major exception.
Yeah, actually have to get something. You actually have to do something different to get nuclear weapons. What the flip?
Instead of having one or more set targets, the UI will let you select.
Oh, so I heard it's gonna take like take some more time You can't just build nuclear reactors and get those nuclear weapons finished. You got to like do some dedicated stuff. Again, it's just gonna rework the game.
Any province when planning a nuclear strike, as long as they can be reached.
Wait, you can also do it with missiles? I don't even think they could do that back in World War II. I thought it was only unlocked until like the late 1950s or early 1960s. Not like 1945 or something. Yeah, not like 1945. What the flip?
You can plan cohesive first strikes against
At least
countries,
use strategic bombers.
You can't target your allies. We've also added a few custom raids, such as the German Eben Email raid, the British bombing of Berlin during the early stages of the war, and some of the more odd but rather flavourful raids, such as Operation Jericho, where the UK tried to free French resistance fighters by blowing up a prison using Mosquito fighter bombers.
Assembling and preparing.
Raids cannot usually be launched immediately, instead requiring equipment and planning. If units are required, they must travel to the starting location. Once everything is in place, the unit can
to get
start
everything,
preparing.
yeah.
The amount of time needed will depend on the raid type. And when preparations are complete, you can launch the raid whenever
You can't just casually do it like
as
with the like you can do with the nuclear bomb in Vanilla HOI4. Where, you know, you can just drop the bomb without having to like get the bomb to the strategic bomber. Just you actually have to get it there, something like that.
The launch criteria are still met.
Belgium reskin. Now we're gonna see it later in the next video.
Be successful. There are a number of factors that come into play when executing a raid. Some depend on the unit itself. The level of experience of the unit, for example, will play a part, and others on specific conditions, such as air superiority, and others.
Wait, I'm just looking at Denmark, and I'm already thinking, will this game add like a 6 hour like limit for Denmark to like fight until it surrenders? Like it just surrenders like 6 hours in game after Germany declares war on them. Is that what's gonna happen? I'm assuming. That. Oh, that would just add another some historical layer or something like that. Also, the Rhineland focus, like specifically for the Rhineland focus, I saw the German historical focus tree. Previous video, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that should go down to like not like until it's like March 11th, but all the way down to like March 7. I think that like the historical date. Not like what HOI4 puts it, just because because the number of days it would take from January 1st, 1936 to March 7, 1936 kind of looks funny. Both in 1936, so I might have said that wrong. But still, HOI4. I don't know what I was even Nah, I'm joking, but still. What was I rambling on about?
Again, on what the enemy does and how they have
Let's
set
continue
up their
back.
defenses. You'll see a general indication of your chances on the raid.
Should have made that comment like the last video. I'm pretty sure I did already. Not sure.
There's one further lever you can pull. By increasing the risk-taking of the unit, you can increase the chance. But if they don't succeed, they'll run a much higher risk of taking severe losses, and vice versa.
Trying to relate this to the spy agencies, the kind of thing. You know what I mean? I think, I don't know, but yeah, like, low work, low reward. High work, and you get high risk, but if you manage to succeed it, hey, congratulations, buddy. Anyways.
You can lower the risk-taking, and thereby minimizing the risk of a disastrous outcome.
I'll just go for medium, I guess.
Chance of a critical success.
You know? Like I'm not gonna
That's
take
all for
too much
now.
of a risk.
We hope you'll enjoy these new
But
additions.
some risk.
And next
Anyways.
time, we'll be visiting Belgium.
Don't worry. We already will. Oh, wait, no, hold a second.
Welcome to the 5th video about our...
Yes, here we go.
I'm Peter Nicholson, Game Director for Hearts of Iron. Welcome to the country showcase for Belgium. After the Great War,
Belgium.
Belgium's economy was still recovering, and the fields of Flanders remained scarred by trenches. To avoid another war, Belgium adopted a policy of neutrality, annulling alliances with Britain and France, which surprised both nations, as they'd previously fought to protect Belgium. Despite rising tensions with Germany, the Belgian government resisted increasing military spending without a public declaration of neutrality from the Crown, hoping to stay out of foreign conflicts.
I'm assuming this is gonna be independent state of its own. Like this over here, like it's not gonna be a part of this. Over here, it's just gonna be its own thing that Germany can core, hopefully, and maybe Luxembourg as well.
Corruption could have led to the democratic government's resignation, allowing any ideology to take
Luxembourg.
power through political maneuvering.
The politics of Belgium. Let's see this.
The historical branch focuses on stabilizing Belgium after the turmoil in its democratic government. It starts with implementing Henri de Man's economic policies, known as the Plan de Man, which eases the economic downturn and leads to economic recovery, provided you adopt the Dial Plan. The Dial Plan, despite Belgium's public neutrality, was a military strategy that involved resisting Germany at the Dial River to allow Allied troops time to assist in its defense. In-game, this increases the chances of Allied support in Belgium's defense. Following this, Paul-Henri Spaak rises to leadership, one of Belgium's most influential politicians. Spaak's leadership is tested by the Adriaan Martens crisis, which historically forced his resignation.
What is this one over here?
However, you can choose to keep Spaak and potentially call the Council of Europe, eventually forming the European Union. If you prefer
The European Union? Nah, Germany has all history path. Better also have a European Union path. Oh, but also, and I'm hoping they also keep the Pickelhaube. When you do the restore the Kaiserreich and you have Wilhelm II, hopefully you get that reward. You still get to keep that, like in the original game. Without this DLC, it's kind of like the. Yeah, I've seen the Netherlands like a focus tree, where they can also do the European Union. I saw in like the AI decisions, and like they can also do European unity.
Eventually forming the European Union.
Germany also better have that decision again, as I already said. At least for a democratic path. And you also better have to like allow to keep the monarchy, but still do a democratic path as well. I also want that for the European Union. And imagine you can also do that with the Kaiser in Germany. But I'm getting ahead. That's like after the Congo next video, I'm assuming. I think next video will be Congo.
If you prefer to follow history, Hubert Piolo takes over as Prime Minister during World War II, leading the Belgian government in exile in London. If Belgium doesn't get invaded and thus stays out of the war, Piolo can abandon neutrality and join a faction.
Monarchist path.
If the worst happens,
hopefully this is good.
and Belgium is invaded, some of the blame will fall on the king's shoulders.
Oh.
How he's treated by the government in exile will determine whether he falls by the wayside or becomes a figure around whom to rally resistance. Historically, the king was declared unfit to reign, and resistance efforts centralized around the government.
Wait, I have to actually get capitulated by Germany, like the Netherlands?
This path is all about gaining support from allies,
pretty sure.
and using the resources in Congo to fight.
Hopefully, it gets still. Hopefully, that's not the case, but
the prisoner
be
king is a
unfortunate if
very
it is.
plausible alternative path, and the real exiles agonized about how best to mount the resistance. In this scenario, the king plays on his status as a prisoner in his own nation, using his influence to solidify Belgian resistance and begin a monarchist resurgence.
Hmm. Hopefully, you can also do that without having to get like capitulated by the Germans, and then you don't have to continue on exile in Britain or something like that. Anyways.
Once de Grelle takes power as Prime Minister, he'll have to decide which fascist faction to support.
Oh, never mind.
Though his position remains secure regardless. He's not one to give up power.
This is the brown ideology stuff.
This choice is more about whose ambitions he backs, as the fascists are still a minority in Belgium. There are two major factions at the time,
really,
and each has a broad set of goals they want to achieve.
Legacy of the Soldier King, the Lost Tribe. Think this... I don't know, it could be going ahead, a bit ahead of myself with that.
Rexists represent the fascist nationalist approach, focused on strengthening Belgium itself.
Okay, that's just Belgium itself.
Historically, they were Germany's main collaborators during the war, and aligning with fascist Germany offers significant benefits. To solidify this path, de Grelle will need to consolidate his internal support within Belgium. The VNV follow the fascist expansionist path. They were Flemish nationalists and aimed to expand Belgium by uniting with their Dutch-speaking neighbours to the north, then reviving the old nation of Burgundy.
Wait, what the flip? Shoot. You can get Burgundy without having to get Heinrich Himmler. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I might even play as Belgium just to get this path. I want Burgundy back. Burgundy, please. Just make sure there's something splitting Germany and France. Just create Burgundy, and then there'll be not really much any tension, just a buffer state to make sure they don't get it at each other.
You can even go after parts of France to recreate the Roman province of Belgica.
Belgica. You can... The Roman province of Belgica. Depends. Can I align myself with monarchist Italy when they do the Roman Empire path? Something like that.
In addition to these two distinct paths,
this better be like a collaboration with the Italian Romans. That I'm assuming
this
like
includes
comes
peacefully
south.
uniting with Luxembourg, abandoning neutrality to join factions or attack other nations, and using various strategies to consolidate power and enhance the strength of the state.
I still want to see Burgundy restored.
De Grelle rises to power, but Hubert Pirlo, fearing for Belgium's democratic traditions, invokes Parliament's protections, declaring the king temporarily unfit to reign before he can sign the royal assent, effectively voiding de Grelle's appointment. Pirlo then calls for a snap election, leading to King Leopold's abdication and his brother Charles, Count of Flanders, becoming the royal regent.
Oh, never mind.
The election is now a contest between the Liberals, led by Pirlo, and the Socialists, led by Spark.
So I'm assuming this is the Republican
Belgium
path,
faces a critical decision,
where Belgium becomes a republic.
align with the Allies
Unfortunate.
for protection, or consider an alliance.
Again, another European Union path. This time without the royal family.
This path
Unfortunately, I'm assuming.
can result in some truly formidable fortifications.
Okay. It's kind of like Czechoslovakia now. I think this is the Benelux, the Czechoslovakia, the Benelux, or something like that.
Going down the other path after that.
The Dutch are the Slovaks, and the French are the Czechs. In this kind of analogy or something like that. And the Germans being the Germans. In a state land, and not like one territory or each other anymore.
Sets Belgium on the path of socialism.
I see some similarities there,
very
kind
little
of.
actual support for communism, with even the trade unions being
Here's the
quite weak.
communist path then.
This was because many large companies were already very socially aware and progressive for their time. As such, in-game, Belgium will generally prefer to remain democratic, though there are ways of going communist further down.
Hmm.
This branch...
Oh, flip. Wait. Oh, constitutional crisis branch. Sorry, guys. I accidentally clicked something.
The Van der Velde minority sets Belgium on the path of socialism. At the time, the trade unions being quite... In-game, Belgium will generally prefer to remain democratic, though there are ways of going communist further down. This branch is less about radical shifts in policy and more about their diplomatic outlook. Belgium has the potential to provide significant support for the Spanish Republicans. Similarly, socialist attitudes in Congo were quite paternalistic, providing an unusual combination of imperialism with socialist values.
You gotta combine the two.
A socialist Belgium
No,
can
sorry, I was
send
gonna say
peacekeeping
something,
volunteer
but never mind.
forces without turning their back.
Volunteer forces.
Ultimately, though, lines in the sand must be drawn.
In the sand?
Belgium can turn to the Soviets with raise the red flag, flipping them communist, or forming the European Union.
At least you could just do this, and then I'm assuming you can go down all the way down over there. But man, I'm seeing like, what? I've seen like 3 European Union flags in the entirety of the Belgian focus tree. I'm assuming that's because I think like the European Union is like has its like kind of like headquarters like center in like in like Brussels, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, good to see you. But still, 3.
After Belgium
I'm pretty
declares
sure.
itself independent, neutral, and loyal, you'll unlock the defensive branch, focused on fortifications and military resilience.
Czechoslovakia. Nah, I was joking.
The readout of Antwerp
Anyways.
will create formidable defenses, while Belgian gates and the Iron Wall amplify their effectiveness. As tensions rise, Belgium can take advantage of its lowland terrain with unconventional tactics, not just relying on firepower. Belgium also has a number of military-industrial organizations, like FN Herstal, which excels in small arms production. You'll be able to harness Belgium's industrial strength, with their army historically able to field up to 600,000 troops, equipped with high-quality infantry equipment and artillery.
Gonna import or imagine you actually start exporting.
The Chasseurs Ardennais and training integration with the British SAS, giving their forces unique battlefield advantages. Belgium's focus on education through the Royal Military Academy will also boost your military capabilities. Although you'll begin with an underdeveloped air force and no navy, you can eventually create a fleet from scratch.
From the British, I'm assuming now.
Is a key asset, allowing Belgium
Burgundian
to
fleet.
quickly once the right focuses are completed. On the economic front, Belgium starts with a very weak economy, but has significant scaling potential. Several focuses help establish new factories and maximize their efficiency. Your industry, particularly companies like Cockerill, can be expanded, giving you strong industrial output, especially in areas like shipbuilding and machinery. Finally, Belgium's diplomatic strengths allow it to gain advantages in the world market, particularly in trading for resources, making it easier to maintain production without overextending your civilian factories.
Wait, thought I was
excited to try out Belgium and Götterdammen and explore all the new...
So, let me go to that part. I think it's like keeping some civilian factories. Like having to, you can still have like most of your civilian factories that you're trading.
In trading for resources, making it easier to maintain production without overextending your civilian factories. We're excited for you to try out Belgium and Götterdammen and explore all the new possibilities in the defensive branch.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I'll have a lot of fun with Belgium, especially since you mentioned Burgundy. This is going to be quite an interesting buffer state between Germany and France.
And beyond.
Not just so we have less tension, do you think we should have Burgundy restored? If Germany and France start having beef again? Probably. Like we just have a Burgundian state all over here, all the way down to like near like Lyon, like the Swiss border.
Stay
Yeah.
tuned for an upcoming video where
Maybe.
we'll dive into the Congolese situation.
Got that. I got it right. The Congo. The Congo about to be its own country. I got it right from earlier. I said next, I think there would be like a. They're gonna mention Congo, and here we go. Imagine you just get Miklos Horthy as your regent or someone from him, and then Romania tries to give you a Romanian prince. Like, sorry, like Michael the First. Like, imagine, like, instead of like Poland, Michael the First. No, but Michael just goes to the Congo instead, and then becomes a Romanian Congo. Imagine the Congo unites with Romania, and Romania is under Congolese control. This is gonna be so interesting. This could be quite interesting to say the least. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys who are working in Paradox for giving us a rework of these countries and some extra content. Also, please add like an extra research slot or two. I think 2 might be generous. Thank you for that, but 1 is really just enough. Please, you're adding more stuff for us to research, and we're kind of overextending ourselves, kind of. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you can. And see you guys in the next part. Bye, everyone.